shouldn't know. I got secrets.
Hi there, Stephanie Kammerman, the Stock Whisperer, here with this week's Dark Pool Insights for November 4th, 2019. This week I am so excited. I've got so many amazing trades to share with you. But first, we're going to be going over the results from last week's hot swing trade on emerging markets. And then next, I'm going to be going over the most recent massive dark pool prints that we've seen. And I'm going to map out the highest probability swing trades for you. But first, we're going to start with the emerging markets. You guys remember last week, I showed you those massive prints on EEM, VWO, IEMG, 3 emerging market ETFs. Well, just in case you missed them, I'm going to quickly review them. They all had the same top holdings, and we had that 9 million print on EEM at 41.99. We had these massive prints on VWO at 41.28, 41.58, and last but certainly not least, 5 million print on IEMG at $50.41. I also shared with you the seasonality and how bullish it was from now until December. And I had 2 trade setups for you. The first one was IEMG. We were bullish above 51 and bearish below 49. And as you can see, IEMG went above that 51 level and shot up to about 52. So this week, if it can break above 52, that's bullish, but I prefer to trade EEM. This has the best options, very liquid, and that's why I love it. And last week we were bullish above 42.50, and we were bearish below 40. EEM did go above 42.50, and I bought the 43 calls, and if you're a member of my live trading room, the Java Pit, then you know all about my trades. But if you're not, let me show you the call outs I did in my room. I call out every entry, exit, and you can see on October 22nd, right there, when it went above that 42.50 level, I bought the 43 calls expiring next week. And not only did I do it, but Paul the Alien, he went in there, bought the 43 calls. Kara, she was in it, but she added. And Annalise followed us on EEM. Brian also followed us, buying the 43 calls, and they were pretty cheap. And then I added to my 43 calls when we started to move up. Yep. I love that the pullback, and then when it started to bounce off that pink moving average, the 4 EMAs, when I love to go in, except I went to November 8th. Expiration. In fact, I still have those. They are in the money right now. I did take profit on the 43 calls that expired that week. I made 50% ROI. They kind of ran out of time a little bit, but I still love it. I will roll into the 43.50 calls next. So here's a trade setup. If you're not in this already, we're going to be bullish this week above 43.50. It is a T-spot breakout. Sometimes when they break above this trend line that we have here, they may want to retrace first and then move up, or sometimes they just go straight up, and we had massive prints, so we'll see. Watch that 43.50 level. All right, we have a lot of new trades. In fact, I'm giving you my weekly whispers today on bonds, financials, gold, major indexes, and for Anna, one of my followers, I will be giving you the Nasdaq future levels to watch for this week. But let's start with the bonds. TLT, yeah, we've been watching these like a hawk. We've had some very large prints that came in. Halloween, October 31st, 141.29 and 141.64. So my trade set up. Before I get to that, look at the volume increase. Yeah, there's definitely going to be a big power move coming. So my trade setup is bullish above 142. If we could break above that, my targets are 142.50, 143, 144, and 145 is a really key level. So let's move on to the next sector, financials. We got massive, I mean really big, you guys. XLF 10 million came in, 28.63. A lot of times when we get these big prints, we may have a bit of a splash. So we have moved up, as you can see. Here is my push notification. If you have the dark pull up or you're in my trading room, you get to see that. And here's my trade setup. I'm going to be bullish above 29.20 this week. If we could break above that, those are my targets, 29.50, 30, and possibly 30.50. However, I like to be prepared in case it's a splash. So we're going to be bearish below 28.40. Targets are going to be 28.20 all the way down to the bottom of that wedge to 26.50. All right, it's always good to be prepared on both sides. Now, out of all the top holdings that that XLF has, my favorite one to trade is Bank of America. It moves a lot quicker. In fact, I showed my boot campers this week. We traded both of them, and I'll tell you they preferred Bank of America. It moves a lot faster. So let's check out the seasonality on Bank of America. And you can see that we normally pull up in the beginning of November, and then look at that. Pull down, pull up, pull down. It's a little bit choppy. So let's just trade this level to level. Okay, let's get setups on both sides. So these are the recent prints that came in on BAC. Yep, starting in October 28th and 29th. We got a whole slew of these prints ranging from 31.85 to 32. Pretty tight range, really, only 15 cents right there. So this is the setup. We're going to be bullish above 32. And those are going to be our targets to the top of this channel, you can see. And then we're going to be bearish, all right, below 31.50. If we do go below all those prints and start to head down, that's going to be our trade setup to the downside. All right, now that we're done with the banks, let's move on to gold, because we got some golden flags to look at. Check this one out. This is GLDM. Some of you probably never heard of this one. Yeah, it's a gold stock. And whenever we get big prints, we get big moves. Here's my tweet, my push notification on GLDM. Massive 1.2 million, $14.92. So this is our trade setup to watch for GLDM. We're going to be bullish above 15.20 to complete the flag pattern. Yeah, all the way up to 15.60. You measure the same distance of the pole, which you can see kind of starts at 14.20 to about 14.80. So that's about a 60-cent move. And the top of the flag breakout, right, is about 15, and then you go up 60 cents to about 15.60. So that's why that is my last target. And of course, you just got to be prepared on both sides. If we do break below 14.80, I'll be bearish. We'll be below the prints, below the flag, and our last target going down to 14.20, about the bottom of that flagpole. Now I'm going to tell you, I don't trade GLDM. The options aren't good. I love to trade GLD, which is also a flag. These are the recent prints that I've showed you here for GLD, going from about the 140.45, actually 140.27 is the lowest, going all the way up to 141.44. All right, so we'll be bullish above all those prints, which we are right now. But the next level up, 143. So we'll be bullish above 143. And then, of course, we're going to be bearish below all the prints. If we do start to move down, then I would be bearish below 140 for GLD. And I do like to trade this one. I also like to trade GDX. Yeah, not quite a flag pattern though, right? Definitely looks a little bit different. GDX, here are the recent prints, and you can see we had prints at 28.10 on September 12th and 28.18 on September 12th. We had 28.07 on September 17th. Now these prints have been a barrier of resistance this week. In fact, we went right up to 2018 and pulled back. So that's why this week I'm going to be bullish above 28. Actually, that should be 28.20. Let me change that. Let me just add a 20. Yep, I want to be above those prints, 28.20. And we are going to be bearish. All right, below this 27 level. Yeah, if we go below all those prints, we have 27.15 prints. Yeah, so if we go below 27, then I'm going to be bearish. Now, the only print above us that I would watch if we started to move up is that 28.46. Yeah, let's see if that guy still wants to sell. And if we do go above 28.50, uber bullish. All right, so there's a great setup from 28.20 to about 28.46. And then if we could break above 28.50, yeah, there's a lot of room to the upside. And I just want to show you IAU, even though we don't trade this, it's slow. We had massive prints at $14.37, 12 million. We hit 14.50. We came back down and retested these 14.18 prints. You see these guys? Yeah, we literally came right down, tested it, and moved up again. So I really will be very bullish on gold if we could break above 14.50 again. Second test. Yep, and this is my target. Now again, I'm not going to trade IAU. It's really slow. I will trade GLD or GDX, whichever one is stronger to the upside. And then, of course, the downside trade if we go below 14.12. Those are my trade setups. All right, let's go to the major index ETFs. Yeah, I'm going to cover the SPY, the Russell, the Qs, and the futures for the Nasdaq. So let's start with the SPY. The only dark pool big level that we've had recently is that big 6 million level at 303.36. All right, we are above it. So that is bullish, you guys. I'm only going to be bearish if we break below it. So we're going to be bullish this week above 306.25. And then I will be bearish if we break below 303. That's my key level to watch. So let's go over to the IWM. And here are the most recent levels. You can see back in September, they were selling at 157. All right, and 156.96. And we are finally above that. It took a really long time. But this week, if we could break above 158.75, that's bullish, going all the way up. And then I will be bearish below 155. And that would be a retracement down to that first print, that 153.71 level. That was another big dark pool level. That'd be my first target to the downside if that happens. All right, let's go to the Nasdaq. Yeah, the Nasdaq, here are the recent dark pool prints. We really haven't had, anything major lately. We had a real-time print up top on October 28th, 658,000 at 197.49. So we're going to be bullish this week, though, above 200. 200's a really big level. If we can break above that, that's going to be uber bullish. And then, of course, we are going to be bearish below 195 for a retracement, possibly down to where those prints are. But it does look like we're going to go up and hit the top of those channel lines. All right, so I saved the Nasdaq futures. If you have my dark pool app every morning, I give you the E-minis, the Nasdaq, the Dow futures, the oil futures, the gold futures, and when the Russell's hot, I'll give you the Russell futures. But I promised Anna that I would give her the Nasdaq futures because she loves to trade this. So Anna, you could see that we are at the top of this channel of resistance. This is our third test, maybe the third time's the charm. If we can break above that, that's going to be really uber bullish. So 8,200 is the key level. Let's see if we can break above that. That would send us into a parabolic rally. However, if we do pull down below 8,000, all right, that is when I would turn bearish, meaning we're going to come down to the bottom of the channel most likely. So there you have it. That is your dark pool insights for November 4th. Until next time, happy trading.
No thinking, that's my secret.